The overview of the budget, you've probably all seen in the media. It's been a real change of heart from last year's budget, where we were talking about a contribute and build, everybody having to partake in it because there was a budget emergency. This year it's really about stimulating and spending. People have termed it Joe Hockey moving from a glass half empty to a glass half full mentality. It's the 8th deficit budget, which is significant to having been in a surplus for many years, and I guess this is the 25th year of economic growth with no recession, which is, I think, a record in the developed countries. There are some question marks around the credibility of the surplus. Some of the figures, so if you look at the GDP growth figures from last year and this year, each year they've increased the growth rate of GDP by 0.25%. So there is some question mark about how attainable a surplus is in 2018-19 financial year. But that's what they're projecting at the moment, and hopefully that actually will be the case and they're able to achieve that. The election platform, as we'll talk about, is been on the small business stimulus, focusing on that stimulus and spend, farm tax breaks, childcare reforms. It has been linked a little bit to last year's family payments, and so whether that gets through when it's linked together through the Parliament, if it's linked together, is a question mark. But the other areas, there has been some age pension changes, which are probably the most significant tonight. So I'll start with that. And one key area is that the superannuation changes have been ruled out for this first term, and that's one thing that the government has stuck to. They might have dropped their paid parental leave scheme, the Rolls-Royce version, but they have stuck to not touching superannuation at this stage.